Brahma Tadvat Brahma Vidopadesha Mana Brahma Vidu Upadesh. So you go to the teacher, get the Upadesha, then Manana Dhyanadivi Labhyate. You listen, Shravana, Manana you contemplate, and with words you contemplate. When you see it what it is, words are not needed. No thought is a distraction, nothing is a problem. Iti, you see it. Maya karyati rohitam swamamalam. Thus, with this, all the ignorance, Maya means ignorance here, ignorance and ignorance burn, moods, emotions, thoughts, everything goes away. That is how you see the truth. Na duryukti bhi, not by stupid logic. Duryukti, yukti is logic. Du stands for the stupid, bad logic. Some people simply logically, like one fellow, if you ask him, hey, why don't you meditate for some time? Why should you meditate? If you know, why should you meditate? If you don't know, how can you meditate? This is known as durukti. A sort of a intellectual jugglery. Or you tell a person, why don't you listen, read for some time? What is there to read? I am holding my nose, it's so quiet. So, to all the time you must hold your nose, to be quiet. Are you stupid? Just think. Spontaneous, it is something yourself, instantaneous, effortless. That you see it for yourself. Okay? Having told this, Abba, now after all that, he has motivated the student. There, read. Tasmat sarva prayatnena bhavabandha vimuktaye svenaiva yatna kartabhye rogadaviva panditaihi. See, the student, see how impressed the teacher has become with the student's question. And what is the question? Do you know? What is that? Ko namagandha kathamesha agata katham pratisthasya katham vimoksha. Then Kosavanatma paramaka atma tayor viveka vijityadam. Beautiful. Remember that. See, beauty. That whole question will be dealt with. The student has asked a fantastic question. What is this? What is this bondage? Who am I? What is this I am not? How do I do discriminate? All these things you are telling that if I get out of the ignorance of myself, I will be free. What is this? The student is woo. So beautifully has asked the question. And teacher remembered. And when the student asked this question so beautifully, the teacher is so mightily impressed. He says, son, you are blessed, blessed you are. Wonderful question you are asking. He is not saying, don't ask silly questions. What is the ignorance? Who is ignorant? Don't ask silly question. Don't do that. If you don't know, don't deflect. The biggest mistake that the so-called teacher, they are not teachers, they are cheaters. The so-called cheaters, they do that, they deflect the question. You are a little smart, you can always deflect the question. Today's new generation, gurus are, most of the people are like that. I was reading other day one book, where few people have written some books, such garbage. Highest order garbage. All with pompous words. Oh, you should have this, centering, you should energy, do this, and then do like this. And why talk? What is there in words? Oh. Please, please, please. How beautifully the teacher is impressed. That you, blessed you are, that you have asked such lovely questions. And no teacher is afraid of questioning. Why? Because he has the answer for which you have no question. And who knows himself about this subject, he has answers for which you have no question. So no teacher is ever affected by a question. Never. So there is no question of reflecting it. So he tells him, Tasmat. Since it is so, Ajivan, give as an example, Ajivan, when you are hungry, you satisfy your hunger. You don't send somebody else to eat food. When you are bound, you must find the release for yourself. In yourself, there is nobody else can be freed for you. You can't say, my Guru is liberated. That means nothing. You must be free. Tasmat, sarva prayatnena bhavabindha vimuktaye swenaiva yatna kartabhya. Therefore, swenaiva, by one's own self, yatna kartabhya, you must put forth effort, you must strive for your own liberation, bhavabandha vimuktaye, in order to get out of this so-called bondage in this changing universe, you must do it. Just like rogado iva panditehi, as even a person who is conscious, smart, learned, discovers that he has a disease. He finds out a medicine and takes the medicine for himself. He doesn't say, I am diseased, please you take medicine. You do that? Same way. Don't say, my Guru is liberated, I shall be liberated. No. You have to do it for yourself. Nobody can do it for you. Somebody can facilitate the understanding, but you must see it for yourself. Like any teaching. When you want to be a top-class mathematician, you must see what your mathematics teacher sees. If you want to be a top-class physicist, you must see what your physics teacher sees. If you want to be awakened unto yourself, you must see what your teacher sees. Expressions will vary. You see for yourself, I see for myself. My training is, I am a literature student, or I was a physics student. If I am a physics student, when I am teaching you, the truth will remain same. Examples shall bring in from science. You shall bring in from literature. Somebody shall bring in from dance, some from music. Your examples will vary, but the truth will not vary. Are you getting that point, please? Language. Language of your own experiences in life. Whatever you have gone through, those are the language you shall speak. Are you getting that? Those days, if you see in the book, Shankara's books, if you see, thousands of years back, what were the artifacts in the house? Things, what are the things they were having in their house? Ghata, pata. Pot, mud pot and a cloth. What else was there? Crystal, chandelier, platinum, diamond. They had only two things. Pots for cooking, dresses for putting on. Nothing else was existing in that room. Nowadays you go into a room, ooh, why? We are in a different time. Suddenly don't say, oh, it's a luxury. What rubbish, don't say luxury. You thought cell phone is a luxury. Now without cell phone you can't move. When you hear people are under the earthquake, they have been buried, and with a cell phone they could be rescued. Suddenly you discover, hey, it's better to have a cell phone, you know. You are stranded in the middle of the road somewhere, and you see suddenly there is a signal and you can call and people come for rescue. What a help. So don't say it is good or bad. It's how you use or misuse. There is nothing called luxury. If you know how to use it, everything is beautiful. If you misuse it, everything is useless. Please. Anyway, so examples will vary because of your teaching. But you, because of your past learning and experiences. But you must see the truth for yourself. Therefore, I am so happy, the teacher says, that you have come and asked this question.